Welcome back, guys, to Cultural Warfare.
I forgot what I was going to say.
You're such a piece of crap, dude.
No, I really had something.
Okay.
What was I talking about before?
The super cut of all of us, our schizo pre-recording.
Go ahead. I lost it.
Welcome back to Culture Warfare.
Oh, I remember now.
We're keeping all of this. This is chop, dude. Oh, guys. Thanks for joining us this week. Don't forget to before we get started to like and subscribe. Play nice in the comments. We got a lot of stuff going on this week, and
yeah, I'm. What is even the title gonna be for this episode? There's a lot of stuff. This is gonna be just random stuff. I feel like kind of, but relevant stuff.
I think the way we get most views in the algorithm is if we were related to Iran. So
yeah, we are
something about Iran.
We are gonna watch some Iran clips at the end, but yeah, of course. An hour after we finish recording, last Friday, we get the Iran war that we've been waiting for that entire week. And then we're like, yeah, it hasn't happened yet, but we'll see, And then an hour later it happens, and then our show comes out Tuesday. So I was like, yeah.
Yeah, literally cool. Right after we record, Bo texts a group chat. Of course, Iran war kicks off immediately after we finish recording. I'm like, that's awesome.
Way to just bury the algorithm, our episode. Yeah.
Yeah, so
not that we're in algorithms anyway, but
no, but yeah,
that's why you should like and share with your friends.
Yes, please. Yeah, so Iran war.
And we just got some general news
news and some fun stuff. Whatever.
Going schizo mode.
So I had two things to start off with real quick. So this is my weekly crash out. We're bringing that segment back. I have my weekly crash out this week. So every Friday after work, I leave the shop and I go to the Wendy's in town. So I drive to the Wendy's in town, and it is no longer there.
And
yeah.
In the place that we live?
Yeah, make sure we timestamp that bleep. Bo doxes us all. Yes. So yeah, the Wendy's where we live. Give out street numbers while we're at it, dude.
At our home address?
Yeah, so I went back and I got the Wendy's. I brought it to my house on blank. No, so I go to Wendy's every single Friday after work, and I get the same thing every time.
Don't tap the table, bro.
Oh, sorry.
Mike's picking it up.
So I get there today and it's closed, and I'm like, it's just gone. It ceases to exist. There's no signs on the building, nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
and I was there last week. I'm like, dude, what the heck? It's just disappeared in the 1 week that I haven't eaten there.
Apparently, well, the only reason why I knew this is my mother-in-law likes Frosties.
Yeah, they're my favorite.
And so I think you and my mother-in-law have been the only customers that have gone there since it opened.
Dude, that makes me so sad.
Because I've never been to that Wendy or any Wendy's for.
I love Wendy's. I get the Biggie bag, and I get a chocolate Frosty. I love the chocolate Frosty, and so I get one every week. And now the one in town is closed forever.
That is funny when someone,
I was so mad.
When someone just has an obscure random fast food restaurant that they're just obsessed with, and you find this information out, and you're like, really, this place?
It's Wendy's for me, dude.
I know this one person is obsessed with Hardee's.
Dude, I hate Hardee's. Hardee's can go die, dude.
Yeah.
Hardee's gave me food poisoning, and it was the most awful, horrific experience of my entire life, dude. I will never, ever eat at Hardee's ever again. They can all get nuked. I don't care.
Yeah. In my recent rabbit holes have led me to the conclusion that I refuse to eat fast food.
That's probably the safest bet.
Like, there's certain rabbit holes you'll go down and you'll be like, yep, I am not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
Besides Culver's. Culver's is my only fast food place.
Culver's reigns supreme.
Culver's does.
So that's where I went today for lunch, because at least like the concrete mixer is similar enough to a Frosty. Fine. But yeah, I was super mad that the Wendy's in town was closed. I was super sad about that. My second story, not a crash out, but something funny. I was on my way to the gym, and before I came here, and
Is this your surprise?
no, there was a guy just walking through the parking lot by the gym, and he was wearing a full-on pimp outfit, bro. He had on like a white and black tiger stripe like zoot suit with like the big round brimmed hat, also in like black and white tiger stripe, like gold chain and everything.
That
I'm
was
like,
me, bro.
I was like, dude, good for that guy, honestly, dude. That was a crazy get up
Where was this?
by the gym.
Oh.
It's like, okay, cool, man. He's just walking in the parking lot.
Dude, what would
That
you have
doesn't
done if he
surprise
just
me
like
at all.
walked into your jujitsu class?
Dude, I would befriend that guy so fast.
You would, huh?
He seemed like he'd be a cool guy to be around.
Mitchell, C's pimp. You're my new friend.
Hey, man, I like your costume. No, but I just thought that was super funny because it was just like the most out of place,
What do you do for
wacky
work?
thing. Yeah, it was just so weird. Just all black and white tiger stripe zoot suit with the big hat. It was awesome.
Now let's play our favorite game, Guess the Color.
We all know that one, dude. We all know that one.
That's sick.
Yeah. So
That's sick.
so Bo texted me earlier this week, and he's like,
No, that's my crash out.
okay, go
That's
ahead.
my crash
Go,
out. of the week.
go ahead. Go ahead.
This is my crash out. So my crash out of the week is sometimes I'm a person who like I keep track of my stuff in a messy manner where if you look at my things around my house, it looks like a disaster, but I know where everything is within the mess.
I think that's just dudes in general.
Yeah, you're a man.
Is that just a dude thing?
Yeah, I think that's literally just a dude
Yeah.
thing.
It's just it looks like chaos, but like you
Yeah.
ask me where something is, I'll go find it
Yeah.
right now.
Absolutely.
And so I'm going to dry fire with my Staccato, and I'm like, I start like dry firing a little bit. I'm like, I wonder where my mag went. Like usually I just like leave my mag in there, like not like an empty mag, because it's just my
Because you
gun
don't shoot
for-
your gun.
Not my Staccato, no, of course not. Why would I shoot my Staccato, dude? But it's not like a defense gun, so I don't like keep it loaded or whatever. So I'm like, dude, this is weird. Like, and I start like looking around my desk. I'm like, where is my mag? And I like look like in all corners of everywhere in the room where I keep my Staccato, and it's just nowhere to be found. I'm like, who else would be in need of a Staccato mag? So I text Mitchell. I said, hey, did you steal my Staccato mag, my $100 Staccato mag? And come to find out, this little bastard not only stole it, he put it up on TaxSwap, and it's currently in an ad to be sold off. And so my weekly crash out is when your friends, your blood, steals your items and sell it on third-party websites so they could buy crack.
I didn't know you took a picture of it.
Dude, I got him on tax swap. So my So my side of the story is I'm posting my Staccato to tax swap to sell it.
No, it gets better because I was like, because I text you and I was like, did you take my Staccato mag? And you go, yeah, I don't know, I just like thought I like, had an extra one or whatever, and I just didn't realize I bought an extra one. And then I knew Mitchell is trying to sell a Staccato, so I'm like, dude, did you sell it?
I thought about that too. I was like, dude, I should have totally told him that I sold it.
I was like, wait a second, I know he's trying to get rid of it. I was like, did you already sell it? And he texted me back. He goes, yeah, it's on tax swap right now. I was like, oh,
I
great.
said, dang it, I'm gonna have to take new pictures. So my side of the story is I'm taking pictures of my Staccato with all the mags and stuff that comes with it to post a tax swap.
Up the resale value.
Yeah, and so I'm like getting all my stuff together, the mags and all that, and I'm like, man, I swear I only had 2 20-rounders. Where did this third one come from? And then I was like, I don't know, maybe I bought another one and I just didn't think about it. So I take the pictures or whatever, post it up, and I didn't think anything much of it until Bo texted me earlier this week and he's like, dude, did you steal my Staccato mag? And I'm like, oh, that's where it came from. And I was like, dude, I should tell him that I sold it. But actually, no, I do have your Staccato mag.
Dude, it was just so funny. I'm like, I know this thing has to be here somewhere. And then I'm like, I bet Mitchell just like accidentally took it last week.
There you go. I had to go through my other 2 to make sure that the one that has no damage to the base plate is Bo's because I know that his has no marring on it because he doesn't shoot it.
This is what a mag of a real Staccato owner looks like.
Yeah.
Clean.
I also got that. There you are.
Oh my gosh. So you already did sell it?
Yeah. There you go.
So did you just like buy a new mag?
No.
Oh, you just told the guy you're gonna get one less mag?
No. So the guy, I traded my Staccato for this, but he didn't want to make it even. He just wanted the bear gun and the 2 factory 17-rounders that came with it. That was it. So I kept all the mags, all the accessories and stuff like that, and I just gave him the bear gun and my 2 17-rounders. So I still have my other Staccato mags that I don't have a Staccato for now.
Oh,
So
you want to sell
unfortunately,
them?
if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't got any use for them.
I don't. I literally don't.
Okay.
So
Give me the XC.
I told Bo that I've been looking at the SIG P211, which is what he's got right now.
This is the first
And I
time
told
I've
him-
ever coon fingered a.
So we were getting Bo's live reaction because Bo is a certified SIG hater, and that's fine. I'm a certified SIG hater too. I have had SIG guns in the past, but I actually really liked this gun when I was fondling it at Bass Pro the other day, and I was like, man, it's actually pretty sweet. And I've actually heard really good things about it for a while now, so I figured why not. It's got all the things that I wanted that my Staccato P didn't have, like a comp and a metal frame, and I was like, you know what, whatever. The other big thing about the 211 as well is that it's an 80 series trigger, so it's drop safe, which is cool.
Oh, it is nice.
So the trigger isn't quite as good as a Series 70's trigger, Series 70 trigger, but it is drop safe, and there are ways to make it better, which I will be doing to it, but it's not bad. It's like a weird 2-stage trigger instead of a single-stage trigger. But it's so it can get the firing pin block out of the way.
Huh. That reset's kind of.
Yeah, it's a little mushy and weird, but I got ways to work with it. But, I mean, it's interesting. It's got an ambi slide lock, and which is cool. Not that I would use that, but it's there. So we're getting a live bow reaction on the SIG 211. The cool thing about the grip on that is that the grip panels are removable. So you can get like aluminum ones, brass ones, G10 ones. Yeah, I have the G10 ones on there right now. I might get the brass ones. But it's a heavy gun. And I think it looks super cool.
It does look nice.
Luke's been wanting to coon finger it for a while now because he's known.
He hasn't.
Luke has known that I've had this, and he's been dying to get to play with it.
It's definitely it feels nice. I definitely like the grips. Here, Luke, you want to do a comparison? I will say, like, the metal frame is nice. I do like the G10.
They feel
grips.
nice.
I mean,
They have a really nice texture to them.
oh, the thing with SIG guns is, like, they do feel nice in the hand.
Yeah, SIG, for all their flaws, has pretty much nailed down their ergos, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, especially with the 2011 market, like, there's a lot of, like, newer ones coming out, and it's kind of, I don't know, the market's getting pretty saturated, I would say. If you don't have, like, if you don't want to spend a ton of money, you can still get a nice 2011.
Yeah, the platform is starting to mature, and I think it's matured pretty quickly just because it's kind of really exploded in popularity.
Well, it is.
And everybody's trying to hop on that cash cow there and get a little piece of that pie.
Yeah. The thing that's kind of weird about the 2011 market is, like, yeah, it feels like it's maturing a little bit, and it's also, like, based off of a extremely mature platform. It's just based off of the 1911 platform. Which has been
2011s have been around since the 80s.
Right. So the platform has been around for a long time, but it's just, like, getting super popularized.
Yeah.
These days. It's also weird because all 2011s are just finicky in general. So it is kind of like a weird, like, some people like them, some people hate them.
Yeah.
I've always wanted one. Like, I wanted one for a long time, and I got the chance to get the XC, and I just hopped on it. And I like it, but yeah, I don't know. I probably wouldn't get the XC again, if I'm being quite honest with you. I love it, but like you said, there's, like, it's maturing.
Yeah,
and there's better ones that are out there. Like,
there's ones with better value proposition for what you're getting. Like the 211. I get a metal grip and a comp. Perfect.
I will say the machining is definitely better on the XC. You can definitely tell, at least machine.
It feels like it's been,
like, the slide there's a little bit of play in the slide with the SIG.
yeah.
Versus the XC, there's no side-to-side play whatsoever.
I think the difference too is that, like, those are being, like, maybe not necessarily like handcrafted like a Nighthawk or an Atlas or something like that, but it's definitely being, cared for better than, like, say the SIG is built and just, like, mass produced in a big factory.
Right, yeah.
With like a million different people. So it's not like it gets the same attention and care, but I mean,
still, still seems
you
like
get a lot of good features for what it is. And I mean, the 211 costs literally half of what the XC cost. So
you got rid of your Staccato and got a SIG 211.
mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about getting rid of my Staccato. I think I'm going to. I don't know if they're available yet. I think they're not going to be available until later this year. But I'm thinking about trying to get a Waltz 9.
Yeah. I think what did they say, Q3 or something like that of this year?
Yeah, Q3 or 4, I think it says on the website. But that gun looks sick.
Yeah. I'm interested to see. Ben Stoger and Joel Park have been working with Joel Park had
he had a hand
in helping with the dev cycle and stuff on it. So it'd be interesting to see what, like, actual professionals think of it and see how it
Yeah,
goes.
Ben seemed like he loved it. And the thing is too, it's not gonna make you a better shooter. Like
No.
no matter what, no
No.
matter what you do, how it's just
It's just cool. It's
a
cool
nice
to have
gun.
cool guns.
Yeah.
That's all.
I think I want to actually shoot my guns now, so that's the reason why I want to get rid of my Staccato so I can start shooting my guns. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to beat the crap out of that thing and let us know how it goes for you. Because I have seen good things about the 211. I've seen bad things, but
Yeah. I hope my optic flies off and hits me in the mouth at a match this year, though. That would be so funny.
that'd be good for views.
The optic mounting system for that is actually super crazy. So it actually screws in from the bottom. There's no way to screw it into the slide from the top. It actually screws in from the bottom. It's super weird. That one in particular, at least.
That optic, or
Yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm. There's other holes in the top for like mounting RMRs and stuff like that to it, but like that particular one, it screws in from the bottom of the slide.
So how much is that with that optic on it?
Like 27.
27.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not bad. That's
No.
not bad.
Mm-mm.
It's like a Gucci Glock price.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
What kind of mods are people doing to Glocks to make it that much?
Dude, there's people selling like Gucci Glocks for like 35.
Bruh.
My
Well, I
goodness.
guess like the Terrans and stuff like that.
Like the Terrans
custom
and
build ones.
like agency
Oh,
ones.
I was thinking of like, dude, just like building out a Glock, like buying a PMM comp and.
Oh yeah, if people are doing that, then yeah, you're kind of an idiot. But I mean, you can put as much stuff as you want onto your Glock, and it'll get up there. I mean, you can get up to $2,000 on a Glock pretty easily.
Yeah. I'm thinking of my 19X, like what? Bought it for like 620 MSRP. Put like a used like $100 PMM barrel and comp on it. Red dot another $200-300. Magwell. I don't know.
Depending on the optics. Like if you went okay, let's
Yeah,
say
I guess if you're
let's
going
say
like SRO and
you
stuff
buy
like that.
you buy a stock Glock, you
Mhm.
send it out to get work done on the frame.
Mm-hmm.
That's like 400 to you can go as high as like I don't know. I've seen as high as like 800 $900 for frame packages.
Mm.
You get a slide if you want like the crazy cuts, lightning cuts, and all that stuff on it.
Mhm.
You can get it ported.
Yeah.
Surefire light,
Yeah, that makes
SRO. Like you can get up to that's like $2,000.
sense. Yeah,
right
that
there.
actually makes sense now.
But that's also
Yeah,
with the
but-
optic and the light. But that one without the light,
Mm-hmm.
it's the same thing as that. So
Yeah. And I feel like that would be probably more enjoyable to shoot, but
probably less reliable, less finicky for sure.
yeah.
Definitely more enjoyable to shoot though.
Yeah.
I would think anyway. Just heavier guns in general are nicer to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I thought it was a silly move to sell a Staccato to go to a SIG product.
Mhm.
But
I mean, it
If
was
it-
a beat to crap match gun for a brand new one. And I got to keep all my accessories and mags and all that stuff so that I could make some money selling that stuff off. So,
perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
Let's see here. You got your crash out. Did you want to go into your other stuff or do we want to go into the weekly special?
What is your weekly special about?
It's just like I just had 2 goofy videos.
Okay, we'll do the goofy videos, and then we have some more. Actually, while we're talking about guns, we'll just go into mine, and then we'll do goofy videos and get into
Yeah.
like the heavier news stuff.
Yeah, that works. Go into yours.
All right. So while we're on the topic of guns, we have some information that came out recently about probably the most talked about gun product at least this year.
Since SHOT Show, at
Since
least.
SHOT Show. This is probably the last time we're going to talk about it, but the Tisha.
The Tisha.
We're going to talk about it again. This is the last time we're probably going to talk about it, and I'll tell you what my conclusions are on this. I've never shot it before, but there's been some issues that have been came to light recently. So apparently, one of the very many problems that the Tisha is now starting to have is they had a blem sale.
They did have a blem sale.
They had a blem sale for the suppressors that were just recently got to market.
Yeah.
So they sent these out, and here's a picture of one of their blem suppressors that has been unfired. They sent this out like this.
Yeah,
And
this I think is literally in the gun store.
Yeah, this is it. This guy just picked this up from the gun store, a couple $100 off of this suppressor.
I think they're $1,200 MSRP, $700 for the blems.
Right. So it's still pretty expensive for a suppressor, but then you show up to the gun shop and it's literally cracked.
There's a crack literally circumnavigating itself across the entire can. Not like a scratch or something like that. No, that's a straight on crack, dude.
It's literally cracked.
It's falling apart. You could pull it in two.
Yeah. And the crack has you can see the metal.
Yeah.
On the crack. So this happened post Cerakote.
Yeah.
And they still sent it out.
Yeah.
It's I don't know how
they baked it in the oven and it just exploded, and they're like, "Yeah, that's fine."
I wouldn't be surprised if that is how that happened. But yeah, there's been other people talking about their blems just being broken.
Mm-hmm. Not only, actually, another thing about it, not only did it crack after Cerakote, they also laser engraved the serial number on after Cerakote. So they serialized this like this. Theoretically.
Yeah. It potentially, yeah.
That's kind of wild, dude. They looked at that, they're like, "Yep, good to go. Serialize it."
Yeah.
File the NFA paperwork for it. Send it off to the ATF.
Yeah, that's insane. So this has been an issue with. This is not a blem product. This is a broken product that they just sent out. And then there was some other stuff with it. So that's the first one. And then recently we have some pictures that have came up also on Reddit. This is a picture of the old internals, the first blast baffle. And this is their new internals that they're sending out. So the one before was with all the testing and everything that was done before.
Yeah, so the one with the old internals is the one that was tested on Pew Science. So that specific model with that blast chamber and stuff like that is the one that Jay from Pew Science tested. And now they're sending out the one with the new internals.
It looks quite different. Quite different.
And that's the one that Jay did not test. So they're sending out the suppressor that Jay did not test, which arguably Jay is probably the person that has sold this thing the most.
For sure. And
because people see that Pew Science result and they're like, "Dude, that's crazy. I want that." And now they're getting a product that's different than what Jay from Pew Science tested.
And you can see the top comment. It's curious. It seems like it would need to go back to Pew Science to be retested.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And
it's a different product.
There has been some questions and some questionable practices done. Or people have questioned Jay's process. Not saying that he has done anything wrong, or I'm not accusing him of doing things wrong, but people have questioned his process, and he doesn't release how he does his testing, which is weird. But he's supposed to be like a third-party tester, and like if you've ever listened to his podcast, it is kind of like a bunch of like rambling mostly, and then like right at the end you just get a influx of data. And it's just, I don't know, it's kind of hard to follow, but I'm sure there's some nerds out there that'll tell me that I'm an idiot, which you're correct, I am an idiot. But yeah, there's been some people that would know, that are in the know, who are actual engineers, that basically have said that, you know, the numbers based on Pew Science's test, like they defy the laws of physics in a way where it's like there's got to be something going on, because there's no way with the internal volume and all the stuff where it's putting out numbers, it's blowing out every other suppressor on the market, essentially.
Yeah.
Like if the numbers on Pew Science's thing are correct, like it doesn't make sense to people who are in the know. And there's, with all this other stuff coming out, it's kind of starting to seem like, you know, maybe there was some shenanigans going on. And so this is a post from the owner of Stealth Additive Works in response to all this controversy. He says, "We're here to discuss the fins on the blast baffle, but first please read through this. Some people think we're a launch company. We have 2 full-time guys, and we're only able to make 100 full-size suppressors in a month. So this is only 2 guys here. And then some other stuff, whatever, about coping, about being a small company. And then the titanium Tisha J-tested is inferior in all aspects to the model shipping to customers, both for TI and Inconel. So it was literally the second iteration of the 556 version ever. We're over here laughing at Reddit comments from people thinking that we were gaming the system." But the whole thing about this is like, okay, if it's better, then why aren't we seeing the test results of it? Like, how is anyone supposed to believe that, especially with all like the blem stuff?
Yeah, theoretically it should go back to Jay to get retested, and so we can have Tisha mod 1 and Tisha mod 2 on results to see if that's actually true.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they could say that, but
Yeah, well, even if it,
unless it goes back to Jay and undergoes the exact same testing, how do we know?
well, even if that, the first test with that other model that had the fins on it, like it still is defying physics in a way where its internal volume is just not matching the numbers based on other
Cans in that size.
yeah, even cans above that size, like suppressors that are known to be like top of the line stuff, it's still blowing all those out of the water
And smaller.
And so there has been some questions on, you know, how the testing is done, and how, like, we don't know how exactly he does his test, because he doesn't release the process. He doesn't tell anyone. So there's obviously questions being floated out there on whether or not, like, the validity of the test. So, like, in a way, all this stuff with the Tisha and all that, this has really come back, and in my opinion, it's hurt Jay's credibility as a third-party tester. Unless he, I don't know, releases his process and like shows us, because like he's known for, like, he just won't talk to engineers about how he does stuff or anything, and it's just kind of like weird.
Luke, go to read more real quick and scroll down. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else on that. It's just strange. It's kind of a weird situation. I think that
It is weird, and
what's up?
I think I fell into this a little bit when we were first talking, like, because I saw the numbers and I got excited, and we're kind of in a period of time where it almost kind of feels like the suppressor market is changing at a rapid rate.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But I think that also makes the industry ripe for snake oil salesmen too.
yes, and this, yeah, I mean, it's easy to get caught up in because I think across the board, we want the suppressor market to get better because
Mhm.
it feels like it's just been the same tech for a super long time, and like we want it to change and get better. Like everyone wants the best thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so when people see numbers like that, they get excited and they want it to be a real thing.
Yeah.
Because that means better products, better, pricing, better everything for everyone. Everyone wins.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also physics and other things
Yeah.
that come into play, and actual, like, real engineers who know a lot more than I do and what most people do that, yeah, some things just aren't possible that quick, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Going into the future, I think you definitely have to have like your head on a swivel for sure when it comes to this stuff, and talk to people who actually are in this industry and know, like, what is real and what is not.
Yeah.
But yeah, all this stuff coming up, I think for me, it was a nice flash in the pan. It was a nice idea for me, but I'm gonna be totally out on this oppressor until way down in the future.
Yeah, it's gonna
It,
be a no for me, dog.
yeah, it's gonna be a no for me, dog. Yeah, I'm not gonna look at it or talk about it anymore until like it goes through major, major, major third party tests, like a year from now.
Yeah. It gets enough traction to where we can see the general population's consensus on it and stuff like that.
Yeah, unfortunately for stealth additive works, you're gonna have to win back the consumer market. You're gonna have to win back the trust in the future. Which, if you are a small company, that sucks and things happen.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, hope the best for them. But yeah, I'm totally out on this product. There's plenty of other like suppressor like manufacturers that do make really awesome stuff. Like, especially K-Can wise, there's a bunch of stuff coming out. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just do look at third party tests and try to, use your best discernment on that, and look for people who are actual like engineers and know the products. So
Yeah. Well, I got my weekly special. I remember what the first one is. I don't actually remember what the second one is. Yeah, you can go ahead and click on the first one. You've probably seen this video, but it's just so funny to me. So, a little man's running from the cops. He eats it right into a car, face plants, and the cop just picks him up like a little baby and just walks him by his neck back to the car. This is just so funny to me because he just absolutely manhandles this kid. Yeah, it must have been his buddy, but yeah, he's running, drops his backpack. Oh, trips, face plants right into the car. Cop gets him down and then picks him up by his arm and leg like a little baby, and then he holds him by the neck.
Absolute no resistance.
No, like
no,
he
dude,
folded with no resistance.
dude, if you get picked up like that, I mean, what are you gonna do?
That cop is huge, bro. That's a big man.
That's a big boy.
Well, that's why he just started at the end there. He just like, all right. And he
Yeah,
just
he's
started
fine.
walking with him. He didn't even resist at all.
He closed the
Watches-
distance.
Well, he
so
was
fast,
probably
too.
he was probably like so dazed from that head hit to the car's bumper
he
too.
doesn't even know where he's at for a second.
Dude, he's like a mother cat or a mother dog, like picking up their puppy or kitten by the neck scruff. You know what I'm talking about? That was
Yeah.
literally what that was.
Yeah, dude got he got little broed hard.
Yeah, he
there.
did get little broad. The second one, I don't remember what this is. What is this? Oh, dude, I just thought this was funny given the context of what's going on right now. You could play the audio.
What in the world?
Dude, you've never seen this video before?
No.
It's so funny.
It's so good. This must be like a hazing ritual here where they got these dudes tied up to sticks, duct taped to bro handles.
Dude, this is how I imagine, like, this is
Wait,
just
hold
every
on.
night, dude.
Hold on. So you got, these guys in the normal fatigues, whatever. What is this guy doing?
This guy just in
Hold
his,
on, I can't
dude,
rewind it.
I would be lying to you if I didn't find myself in American flag underpants just around a fire before.
He's the only one out there too.
Dude, I definitely have a picture of myself doing the exact same thing.
I don't think those are underwear though. I think those are Ranger panties. I think you
I'll
can tell
see if
by
I
the
can
cut.
pause it.
Yeah, those look like Ranger panties to me. Those are probably his
What's the
running
difference,
shorts.
dude?
They're running shorts.
No, what you're talking about?
Ranger panties?
Those are
They're basically running shorts.
they're
But they're short.
boxers, is what they are. They're glorified boxers.
I guess, but they are meant for running.
No.
No.
These are shorter than boxers. So
They
they're-
are shorter than boxers.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's funny. For the audio listeners, it's just a bunch of U.S. military members standing around a campfire, and they're doing what I'm guessing is a hazing ritual, and they've got a couple of their homies literally duct taped to sticks, and they're holding them around the fire like you would see like a pig on a Hawaiian pig roast.
But they're not over the fire.
They're not
Yeah,
over
they're
the
not
fire, but
roasting
they're
them.
They're not roasting
they're
them.
just holding
Mitchell,
them duct
for the
taped
audio
there.
listeners, Mitchell made this way more dark. No, and every dude that's duct taped to these poles, it looks like they are.
They're having a
They are
blast.
having a great
like
time.
great.
They're
Just smiles
smiling.
all around.
One of them's
Yeah.
chanting while he's like being.
Yeah, that
Look
man's.
at
That
that
man's. Yeah, he's having a smile there.
Dude, they're gonna remember this for the rest of their life. Like
That's just dude stuff, right
that's just
there.
guys being dudes here, and
Yep.
like people are like talking about like this is the strongest military force on earth,
Yeah.
and yes, it is, and this is what we do. All right.
So I have a side tangent about this. You can close this out, but like this is actually like this is not a one-off. This is the type of crap that military dudes do. I have plenty of buddies who are in or have been in the military. My friend who is out now had one of his buddies like totally what did he do? He TP'd his house or something like that after I think it was just recently after they got out. Or maybe they were on leave or something, I think it was, but TP'd his house. But he got outside and he caught his buddy TPing his house, so he tackled him and zip tied him to a tree and then pressure washed him for like an hour
No.
until he apologized. But he wouldn't apologize. And so I guess their SEER training kicked in. And so like they're just immune to torture. So
That's
he just
awesome.
was spraying him with this hose,
That's awesome.
shoving it down his pants, just like everything to try to get him to apologize for TPing his house. And he would not do it. So they stood out there for like, I think he said like 3 hours. He just sprayed him with water for like hours, dude, until he apologized and he wouldn't do it.
Like in his yard.
Yeah, he literally zip tied him,
In
hands
the
and
middle of the
feet,
night.
hands and feet, dude, zip tied to a tree, and he would not let him go until he apologized.
Can you imagine one of the neighbors driving by like?
Yeah, he said literally the neighbors were just like, dude, what the heck? And he's just like, don't mind us. This is between us.
He TP'd my house. Dude,
Yeah,
okay,
fair
but
enough, carry on.
dude, think about it. Have you ever like, dude, we've all gone on boys trips, and we've gone on boys trips together.
Yeah.
It only takes a matter of a couple hours before we start doing stupid stuff.
Oh yeah.
Hours. It's like minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're talking about like these dudes are like overseas, like they all like, dude, this is just
They have nothing else to do.
just
Right.
dudes
Yeah.
bonding, and this is what you want to see. I mean,
Right.
You don't want a different group protecting you. That's the group of dudes that you want.
Absolutely.
That's a strong brotherhood right there.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, I thought that was a great video, so I figured you guys could see it.
Dude,
too.
have you
It was
seen the
good.
one of the guy talking about how he found a clip for the Makarov? Have you seen that video?
I don't think so.
So funny, dude. Type in, see if you can find it. It's
On YouTube?
you might be able to find it on YouTube. Just type it in a search bar. Just type in military guy finds Makarov or something like that. Okay. These.
Let's see how he spells this.
All right. You guys
No,
know
keep trying.
K-
Keep trying.
A.
Makarov.
Yeah, I got it.
Remember, no Russian.
Remember, no Russian. Yeah.
Right here, right? It's the.
I have
it's,
Makarov.
Yes.
Oh, I think I have seen this.
I have not. I don't think.
I have so much blood on my hands right now.
Blood.
Oh my god, dude. I'm covered. Oh my god. Ah, all this shit over here. Come here, Kurt. Let me rub your face.
No, I don't want you. I don't want you on my face,
I'm
you
not
bloody hands.
wiping this off in the truck.
Just do it outside the
I
door.
can't touch my hands, dude. Some of that blood is from the dead dude I searched. You know what I got from the guy when I searched him? I got his phone in my pocket. I got his wallet with all his shit in my pocket. And I got a 1911 clip, which is, I'm pretty sure, a Makarov.
I have the Makarov.
Fucking way. Is that thing clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay.
Sorry, getting clear.
Dude, that's awesome.
Just guys being dudes.
That's so awesome, dude. I've not seen that. That's a
Dude,
good one.
those two
That's great.
clips, that's what they need to have on like the commercials.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of stuff that makes you want to hop in.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you get to form a brotherhood with random dudes.
Just do that and yeah, just show clips like that and then
You'd
Modern
see-
Warfare 2 clips.
You'd
and-
see
Yeah.
recruitment just go through the roof. But no, our military has decided to go a different direction with the recruiting.
Not
for-
so much anymore. Not since Trump's been in office, at least. I don't think I've seen any gay mom ads in a while.
Yeah, I think it's still going down though. I still think the recruitment in general is down for a good reason. I would think.
Yeah.
At least in today's age, like with all the information we have, like why would you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is
Right.
sad to think about if we're being honest. And
It
we'll
is.
we'll get to something later that kind of brings that all up. But all right, so news this week.
Butt Pirate Dan lost his primary. Dan
Yes.
Crenshaw.
Crenshaw
Crenshaw.
has been we talked about him before on this episode, but
This
or not
podcast.
this podcast we've talked about him. Yeah.
He's out.
Huge for Joe.
Yeah.
He was basically one of the biggest idiots that we had in Congress. I mean,
Toolbox.
there's not a lot of like smart people that are in Congress. I would say for the most part in politics across the board, not very smart or people that you want actually making decisions for your
Yeah.
country. But I don't know. In general, Crenshaw was just
Not good.
not great.
No.
Anti-2A.
Insider trading.
Insider trading was bought by Israel.
Oh, yeah. He was about Bibi Netanyahu's strongest butt pirate.
Yes.
So
But funny you say that, okay? Because the guy who ran up against him, he was supposedly an America First candidate.
Mhm.
And I think the only political party that is going to die out faster than MAGA is going to be the America First Party, just because of all the cringy, stupid people that are trying to hijack it right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so I linked a clip here. This is the America First guy that beat out Dan Crenshaw, Steve Toth. He says in tweets from June, Iran, your days are numbered. I stand with Israel and the IDF. Same days, tweets. I will proudly stand with Israel and the Jewish people. Israel can't wait until Iran has turned the Middle East into a nuclear wasteland. They did the right thing. They did it the right way. It sounds super America First to me, and
Yeah.
I would bet that he took a ton of money from AIPAC.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, for sure.
I hate to tell you, people in Texas, but you're going to get basically the same exact thing from the dude you just voted in over Crenshaw. So,
Yeah. However,
such
have
is
some-
politics.
good news from Texas as well. Brandon Herrera has beat Tony Gonzalez. So, Brandon Herrera, I'm pretty sure if you are watching this, you know who Brandon Herrera is. But he beat out Tony Gonzalez in his primary by what was it, like 800 votes. It went to it was supposed to go to a runoff because neither of them reached 50%, and then Tony Gonzalez stepped down because of his situation.
Yeah,
going on.
his
Did
controversies.
we talk about that? I thought we talked about that.
I think we did. Yeah, he basically it got released that his
Yeah, Cliff Notes, he was having an affair with his staffer, and then she later, once it was revealed that was happening,
lit herself on
lit
fire.
herself on fire and died.
Yeah, and all the texts and everything leaked. Huge
Yeah.
controversy. I mean, he got caught in like 4K basically.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And despite all that, it still was an extremely close race, which is
Yeah, which is
surprising.
actually crazy. But he did do the right thing at least and step down. So
I think he would have lost anyway.
yeah, he was gonna lose anyway.
I don't think he did the right thing in like he did it out of morality. I think he
No.
did it just because he knew
He knew he was
lose.
cooked. Yeah, and he did it what he thinks is the noble way of losing instead of just
It was
getting clowned on for losing by votes.
It was just his last hurrah at, I don't know, what's the word, grandstanding on a moral superiority like all politicians do. It was his last political move to step out of politics.
Yeah.
In the most politician way ever. Like, oh, I'm doing the right thing because I made
He's
a
like,
mistake.
oh, look at me. I'm doing the right thing because I have a conscience and morality that I'm following, and I couldn't stand by and knowing that, I would be a disgrace to the Texan people that I represent, whatever. And it's like, so I, with my high and mighty morality, am choosing to step down. It's like, no, dude, you're gonna get clowned on again, and this is your way of trying to do it honorably.
Yeah, no, like you're just I mean, how much money did he outspend Brandon?
Like tens of millions of dollars.
Tens of millions of dollars, and like he
to barely squeak by a win last time.
Which is crazy, which shows you how big issue we have in politics where you can outspend someone that much in campaign and it's that close. And you have that big of a controversy.
Yeah.
And still. But yeah, we're going to be keeping our eyes on Brandon. Like, obviously, we're happy that he made it in. Like, definitely a pro-gun guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is super nice to see. But we're going to be watching very, very intently on, how this kind of plays out with Brandon in Congress, because it should be interesting, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm interested to kind of see, and because he's got a YouTube channel and stuff, it'll be kind of interesting to see like what basically like an outsider's perspective of like what's going on in Congress is. Because like, I mean,
I wonder if he's still gonna post on YouTube and do YouTube videos.
I think you said the first time he ran that, yeah, he would still be doing YouTube stuff.
I wonder if that'll change or not.
Mm.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll definitely be watching. You know, at least for nothing else. If he goes in, he's like trying to do the right thing,
Mm.
and it's just not working, and he just like,
I think he only said he was doing one term, or maybe two, and that was it.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting if he really tries to do the right thing, get the country moving in the right direction, and then he gets done with his 2 terms. He's like, yeah, it's
cooked.
It's cooked. There's nothing you can do. Like it's
Yeah.
just, like everything's messed up. So that'll be interesting
Yeah.
at bare minimum. If not, like we'll see if he changes it all, because that is a question that people have.
Mhm.
Like once you get in, do you just kind of get corrupted or
Yeah,
whatever?
you walk into the Capitol building, your soul gets like sucked out by a vacuum cleaner, like when you like walk through the doors or something like that.
Yeah, so it will be a good test. But yeah, that's good news.
So this is
More politician stuff.
yeah, this is you. I don't know anything about this. I've not really paid attention to any of
So I think
it. The title we have for this in the doc is Hillary Chimps Out. So I'm curious to see what this is all
so
about
basically
here.
Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton got, I don't know what it would have been called, like a deposition or something. They were getting grilled. At least Bill was getting grilled on the Epstein stuff.
Yeah, it'd be like a deposition hearing.
For, I don't know, is he under some sort of investigation or?
Probably. He's in plenty of pictures.
Well, yeah, he should be. I mean, he was the guy in the Epstein files, like, since it came out. So,
Yeah.
like, they're just gonna, like, get the guy. Like, this is the only person that's even being questioned about anything. Like, as
Mhm.
far as we know, he's not being charged with anything.
Right.
He's just being questioned about it. And then Hillary was also being questioned.
Were they together or they were separate?
They were separate.
Okay.
And there were definitely some interesting clips about the Bill Clinton investigation questioning thing or whatever.
Mm.
But
Hillary's was more interesting.
yeah, Hillary just she's just Hillary,
Oh, there's that one video of him like looking at some of the documents and
And
and smiling.
smiling.
I did see that one.
like
Yeah.
reminiscing like you would in
Yeah.
the old boys group chat.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, it just,
Like he's like listening back to the Xbox Live party chats.
Right. Like, I don't know what specifically they were looking at that moment, but still, it's kind of weird.
it was weird.
That's super weird.
Just that was weird, and then the fact that his attorney just yanked the paper out of his hand at the end.
It's probably like a picture of him doing like the helicopter with his dingling or something. That made me laugh.
No, it was probably something much worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, then they were questioning Hillary, and
She was not happy.
she's not happy. Can you full screen this?
Mhm.
Of the secretary as she is testifying from inside this room, can you please advise me as to whether or not that's permissible and consistent with the rules, particularly given that we have asked for a public hearing? If there are photos that are being released of the secretary as she is testifying, can you please explain how that
I'm
can
done
occur?
with this. If you guys are doing that, I am done. You can hold me in contempt from now until the cows come home. This is just typical behavior. Oh, for heaven's
So I would
sake.
like to understand how that's permissible.
It doesn't
Excuse
matter.
me.
We all are abiding by the same rules.
I will take that down.
Yeah,
So
well,
I would like to take a break at this moment.
yeah,
and we'd like to have
I'm
a
done
conversation.
for now.
Go off the record.
Okay, so basically what she's freaking out about is while she's being questioned, allegedly there was some pictures of her from the Epstein files that got released right before.
Mm-hmm.
And this is her finding out in real time that there are pictures of her in the Epstein files and they're getting released to the public. And she's losing her mind. And so she just walks She basically goes, "I'm done," and walks out.
Huh.
And this next one, I will say about the last clip, this is a typical example of how the people in the upper echelon of the government, they just don't operate by the rules that are set up.
Mhm.
Like everyone, for the most part, most of public, we all know that there's a set rules that we agree on,
Mhm.
because we know if we break any of the rules, they are going to bend us over and rail us if we break any of the rules that the government sets up.
Yeah.
But if you're in the upper echelon of politics, I don't even know if upper echelon is the right word. If you're a higher up within the government, those rules don't apply to you. You can just say, I don't like how this is going. I don't like how this interrogation's going. I'm done. You can hold me in contempt. I don't care.
Yeah.
And walk out of the room. And it just goes to show you that
They don't fear repercussions.
they don't. But why would she? And
Yeah.
all this stuff, like, we can go back and, like, go back to the 50,000 emails that she deleted.
Yeah.
That, like, is so illegal
Mm-hmm.
to just delete emails once you start becoming, like, she just erased evidence
Yeah.
against her.
Mhm.
And nothing happened to her.
Mhm.
She destroyed evidence during an investigation, and they're like, man, that's too bad.
Yeah.
You can just continue about your life. You can continue to be in the government
Mhm.
and have your security clearance.
Yeah.
Like, why would she be afraid of consequences? Because they aren't held accountable for any
No.
of their actions.
No,
So,
of
like,
course
why
not.
would she be scared of anything?
Right.
And so this next clip, they ask her about a certain video. If you're a deep OG conspiracy theorist, you will know the term frazzledrip.
I don't know what frazzledrip is.
Are you aware of any files that were on Anthony Weiner's laptop in a folder that was titled "Insurance, Life Insurance," with a zip file titled
Excuse me,
"Frazzle"?
I thought
This
chairman's
is
ru- no,
way
I'd like
outside
a
the
chairman's
scope.
ruling.
This
Is
is
this
way
within the
outside the
scope?
scope.
This
Is this within the scope, Mr.
If
Chairman?
the chairman rules that it's not within the scope,
Mr.
I have
Chairman,
other
based on
questions.
what you said in the public hearing, is this within the scope?
We can go off the record for a moment. To
Mr.
confirm if the
Chairman, is
chairman
this within the scope?
We'll go off the record and consult.
So now they're talking off the record about the zip file frazzledrip. Yeah, if you don't know what that is and you have a weak stomach, do not look for it on the internet. But if you're curious and you want to figure that out, you can find it on the internet somewhere, the lore around that video, and you will want Hillary strung up in town square immediately after you find that lore. So that's kind of a Pizzagate thing. That goes back to Pizzagate.
Mm.
So yeah, but if you have a weak stomach and you don't like extremely graphic content, then do not look for that because it's horrifying. And so, yeah. But her attorneys lose their mind when that comes up.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And some of that stuff from Pizzagate does relate into the Epstein files.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of getting harder for people to be like, oh, it's just conspiracy theory. Like,
Yeah.
where there's smoke, there's fire. So,
Right.
yeah, that's just Hillary being Hillary. I don't know how this woman is allowed to walk amongst us. Like, it's sickening. At minimum, she should be, like, in solitary confinement until she, like, dissolves from her demon just eating her body alive that's possessing her.
Pour a bucket of water on her like a witch.
I wonder what would happen if like someone just like accidentally just like spilled holy water on her. If she just like start like seizing. Ugh, she disgusts me. All right.
She's gross. She looks like a reptilian.
So another thing from news this week, Trump had like some sort of like a 1-year review on his progress so far, and yeah, it didn't go great. I would say some of the things that he said were not fantastic. So this first clip, it's kind of long. We're probably gonna just watch parts of it, but he's talking about how Congress has become anti-Semitic, and it's so sad.
President of the United States, I will always support Jewish Americans, and I will always be a friend and a champion to the Jewish people. I have been. And I will say, you know, if you go back 10, 12, 15 years ago at the most, the strongest lobby in Washington was the Jewish lobby. It was Israel. That's no longer true. You have to be very careful. You have a Congress in particular, which is becoming anti-Semitic.
Isn't that weird how the strongest lobby in American politics is
Israel?
Is a different country?
Yeah.
Weird.
That's kind of crazy.
Kind of weird to be openly admitting that, but okay.
You have AOC +3. You have those people. Ilhan Omar, she hates Jewish people. And you have to be very careful because there's been a big change. You know, if you go back 15 years ago, I'm not Jewish, but my father was very friendly with many, many Jewish people, was honored by Federation. I would go with him to Federation of Jewish Philanthropies and many other things. And we grew up respecting and loving Jewish people. You know, you don't even think about it. In Brooklyn and Queens mostly. And my father didn't go to Manhattan. He never went to Manhattan from the standpoint. He could never understand how in Brooklyn you could buy a piece of land for $3 a foot and how in Manhattan you had to pay $1,000 a foot. He said, I can't get that. I don't like it. I like to buy it for $3. So it was different. It's a different thinking. In a way, I'm glad he didn't do that because he let me have some of that fun. And I had a lot of fun in Manhattan. We did great. But my father would tell me the most powerful lobby that there is in this country is the Jewish lobby. It's the Israeli lobby. It's not that way anymore. You have a lot of people in your way. You have a lot of people that don't want to help Israel. You have a lot of people in Congress that don't like Israel. You have a lot of people in Congress that, in a way, I think, Mike, we could say it, right? You're there. You're doing an amazing job, Mike Lawler. They hate Israel. They hate Israel. And if you would have told me 15 years ago that that was possible, Jason, I would have said, there's no way. There's no way.
Now you can end this clip.
What
are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that?
So the first point, the furthest back that we, after we paused the first time, he's talking about like, oh, these people like AOC and Ilhan Omar, they hate the Jewish people. Yeah, they hate Jewish people for the wrong reason.
Why?
They hate Jewish people because they like kill Muslims and stuff like that. That's fine to me. I don't care.
Why does Ilhan Omar hate the Jews? Why is that, Mitchell?
Why does Ilhan Omar hate the Jews?
Yeah, could you tell me?
You tell me.
Because she's a Muslim.
Yeah.
Because she's not from here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's because she belongs back in her country.
Yeah, well, that's
and
just
not
how
making
it is.
decisions for ours, and she can hate whoever she wants to over there, but she's not from here. She shouldn't be making decisions for our country.
No. But those people don't like the Jews for the wrong reasons. It's like, oh, they don't like the Jews because they're Muslims. That's cool. I don't like either of you.
Yeah, and this is another thing that you run into online. Because I posted some clips about the Iran war or whatever on my Instagram this week, and people are giving me pushback like, oh, so you're just like on the side of like Muslims and stuff. It's like, no.
Don't get it twisted, dude.
I'm allowed to dislike both sides in this scenario.
Yeah.
I actually am not rooting for either side. I just don't want to be a part of it.
I had to tell that to somebody earlier too. It was like, oh, you must love Muslims then, or oh, you must like really love the Jews then, or whatever. Like both sides. I'm like, no, I don't like either of them. That there's a third option here.
We don't have to be on one side or the other. Actually, my side is much more extreme than that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so I just think it's kind of crazy. I mean, we've always known that AIPAC has been like the leading political lobby group in the U.S. Like it's just how it is. Basically, all of our politicians are bought and paid for by AIPAC.
Yeah, and that's the other
so
thing.
So it's not surprising.
And that's the other thing I wanted to like kind of bring up too when he talks about like, oh, the Congress hates Israel. They hate Israel. I just don't get it. It's like
it's him crying the blues that they don't want him to start wars. Is what it is. He's like, oh, they don't like that I'm starting wars. They must hate the Jews. It's like
it's the same. It's the same race baiting argument as what the left does. It's stupid.
It's stupid.
By the way, all of the talk about like Congress being anti-Semitic, they're not, because they're also taking money from AIPAC.
Yeah.
So all of it's performative, and when you see people talking about like, oh, we don't want, like, this is Democrats too, they are raking in like the whole like war thing with Iran over Israel and being anti-Israel because of Palestine. It's like, that's all performative. They're still taking money from Israel.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and you can see it whenever it comes to a vote of something where it's like, this would go against Israel.
Yeah.
All of Congress goes with that bill.
Yeah.
You can see it with their votes. You don't have to see it with what they tell you. What they tell you,
they're not fooling anybody.
Whatever you see from these interviews online and on social media, it's all fake. They can say whatever they want to, but when it comes to like when they need to vote something in, they don't do what they say that they're going to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, and this is the second thing that was very problematic for Trump too. He's starting to go back on his whole deportation promises here with this second clip.
Countries opened up their prisons and dropped them into the United States. Those are the people who are getting out. And we have a lot of heart. They said, you got to lighten up on this. We have a lot of heart for people. They came in illegally, but they're good people, and they're working now on farms, and they're working in luncheonettes and hotels and all. And we're looking to get the criminals out right now, the criminals. And I think it's very important. I mean, every once in a while you see a story, we take somebody. He should be out because they came in illegally. So in theory, they should be. But we're focused on the murderers, the drug dealers, the mentally insane. We have a lot of mentally insane killers. I mean, you can't even talk to them. It'd be nice if you could have a little reason, but you can't even reason. These are seriously ill people. You have a couple of countries where they were loaded up. Their mental institutions and insane asylums were loaded to the gills. They couldn't get. They're empty now. But they're filling up because we're bringing them all back. We know where they came from. And every country accepts them. You know, under Biden, they wouldn't say, they had so little respect that they'd bring them there and they wouldn't take them. They said, get the hell out of here. They would be bringing a plane in to land in a country.
I don't see anything wrong with that, honestly.
I do.
What? He said that we're getting the criminals out first. That's completely reasonable. Yeah. He said also we want to get the non-criminals out because they came here illegally, but we're focused right now on the criminals and the mentally insane people. I honestly don't see any problem with that.
The problem is we're importing more people than we're deporting.
Yes.
The problem is when people talk about immigration, most of the time we're thinking about like Mexicans.
Yeah.
Which is not the case. We're also taking in a bunch of people from the Middle East.
India, Africa.
We're getting a bunch of H-1B visas. So we're deporting people.
I'm speaking specifically to this clip, though. Personally, with that clip, I don't see anything wrong with that.
And his like his deportation numbers, they're going down.
Yeah, if we're talking about deportation in general, yes, then we can talk about that. But with that clip specifically, I don't see a problem with it.
We're not doing it enough.
No, I get it. I mean, right now we're at about a third of what Obama's numbers are.
No more visas.
No.
That should be...
I
But
don't want
what they
any
want, though.
illegal I don't want any illegal immigrants. I don't want any legal immigrants from these nations either.
Yes,
To be clear, I don't want any of them.
Get them all out.
Yeah.
Get them all out.
No, I get what you're saying.
They're obviously. I mean, we work
Yeah.
in construction, so we've met. I mean, I personally know people here that are here illegally,
Mhm.
and they are good people.
Yeah, that's fine.
That
but
no.
you can't be here.
My point is I'm not saying like, yeah, we should just everyone get in a truck
Yeah.
and take them back. Because that would suck for a very small percentage of the people that are here. Because you want to keep those people around because most of the time when you talk to them, they're actually super pro-America. They're actually like real Americans. The problem with that is that's about 1% of all the people that are here now.
I doubt it's even that.
It's probably less.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it would be better
Mm-hmm.
if we got them all out.
Yeah, agreed.
And then once we got them all out and figure out what's going on in America, fix everything here, then we can start bringing people in who actually want to be here and actually want to be pro-America.
Yeah.
Once that whole, process gets reformed, because the immigration process needs to be reformed.
Yeah.
But the fact is, like, he can talk about how he's deporting criminals and stuff. They're just not doing it.
Yeah.
They're just not. He's saying that they are. They're not doing it.
I think
It's not good enough.
I think the thing about his second term is they actually don't we don't really have numbers for deportations on his second term. We do for his first term, but not really for his second. ICE and CWP and stuff has really been kind of shady with that. There's not a whole lot of numbers being released.
You think that's because it's higher than what people would anticipate, or because it's lower?
I have no idea.
I
honestly have no idea. But what I do know is that his first term was, I think, like 1.1 million or something like that. And I think Obama's overall was like 3.3 or 3.5 or something like that. So,
and how many did Biden let in? A lot.
Biden also deported a lot. Biden's deportation numbers in 2024 are higher than Trump's right now, I think.
That's what I mean. But he let in way more than he took out.
Right.
I'm saying Biden's net overall.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Biden's net overall, I'm pretty sure, wiped out all of Trump's time in office and Obama's time in office.
Yeah, I think that we let in like 16 million.
Which isn't, that's just the confirmed numbers.
Yeah, I think 16 is with like speculation. I think it was. I think it was like officially like 9 million, but estimates range to 16 million.
So our numbers are not going down. And the problem is we're importing people, like we're legally importing people through these visas that do not share our country's values whatsoever at all.
No.
And it's totally degrading our society across the board.
I think it's intentional.
It
is intentional.
It is intentional. And it's just some stupid game that they're playing on the left. Like, oh, they don't care about, the people. It's like, no. You don't care about the people that already live here.
No, they don't.
They don't. And these are the people that voted for these people to get in. And
they will say they'll agree with you though. They don't care about the people that already live here.
No, I mean go back to the clip from his State of the Union address. Like, they literally sat down.
Yeah. Yeah, they literally do not care about Americans.
But the thing that's so stupid is people will still vote for, like, they'll still think this way, and they'll still continue to vote this way.
Yeah,
and they'll sit in front of the entire country, and they'll tell you, I don't care about you.
Yeah, but the people that vote Democrat typically have like sub-retarded IQ, so there's
or
that.
women.
And well, there you get back to my first point, but yeah. Yeah, so I think that's enough on deportation. We could talk about that till the cows come home, but we did get another thing this week about this is kind of in relation to the war with Iran right now. So this man here, Brian McGinnis, is
Israel is the reason for this war. America does not want to fight this war for Israel. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
It's a Marine veteran.
Sons and daughters, the war for Israel. Your inability to name that shows your exemptness as leaders. This is wrong. And nobody wants to fight for Israel. Commandant, please stand up as a Marine and stand up for America. No one wants to fight for Israel.
ouch.
Sir, thank you for your service. Senator broke his hand. The senator broke his hand.
He's a Marine. Somebody come help him.
Control your Senate committee.
Look at you guys. You're robots. You won't even look back. Look at you guys. You're like robots. Oh my God, what is happening? And you're not even looking back. Any of you 4-star generals. Oh my God, what is happening right now? Eyes front, robots. Shame. Shame. Oh my God, you guys. What did I just see? I'm getting out of here.
That's fine. Everybody sit down, please.
Oh my God, what is
That's all.
happening?
Okay, good. No, it's not.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you can pause it.
So this Marine veteran is protesting in what is this, congressional meeting here in the state of where was this at?
I have no idea.
And cops are removing him. He gets his hand stuck in a door, and then they continue to yank on him to get him out as his hand stuck in the door, and it snaps his arm.
Yeah, and so that was the guy who actually, like, the guy with the blue suit on who comes in and, like, picks him up and starts, like, yanking on him. He was actually a senator.
Yeah, that was a senator.
Senator, I forget what his name is, but he goes in to assist Capitol Police in dragging out a Marine who is telling this committee that nobody wants to go fight for Israel, which is true.
True. Fact check. True.
Across the board. And then we'll talk about this guy Brian McGinnis afterwards, but we'll watch this angle, the second angle.
Out. No one wants to fight for Israel.
His hand.
Oof.
Oh,
Oof.
his hand.
Let go of your hand. Let go of the door. Let go of the door.
The senator broke his hand. A sitting U.S. senator just broke the hand of a Marine.
Ooh, that was gross, dude.
Yeah, that was a pretty
He took that like a champ too, dude. He's not even reacting.
He didn't even react to it. Dude, that was That was pretty
He's like,
gnarly.
he's just irritated. He's like, my hand is stuck.
He's like, hey guys, chill out. My arm just snapped in half.
Yeah. He said you're a crappy seal.
Oh, dude.
No, it's not.
This is disgusting.
Is your hand okay? His hand might be fine, but his
forearm is definitely not.
His fibula and tibia. Is that what that is in your, or is that in your
fibia and tibia?
Or is that in your
tib fib is what my wife calls it.
Okay, is it?
It's tib fib. Yeah.
Okay, whatever the two bones are above your wrist. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are both cleanly snapped in half.
Yeah, that was gross.
That was pretty gnarly. And it was definitely the senator that made the situation much worse because he came over and just like picked him up and started like pulling on him, just being a general
idiot.
Yeah, and just making the situation so much worse than it already was. But yeah. So I would say across the board, as far as like the military goes, obviously we all love the military and just like this, I wouldn't say love the military, but like we like that type of stuff. Like we like watching stuff get blown up, and we like having the most powerful military that the world has ever seen.
Yeah, I like watching our boys like tie each other to sticks around a campfire.
We like to watch the boys go to work, all right? And that is sick.
That's what they're there to do.
That is sick. The thing that sucks about it is, for the most part, it is all to enrich a different country that is not ours.
Yeah, exactly.
And so when you think about that, and you think about the people that are going to die for this said country, there's people that want to protest that. And so this is how they treat the people that want to protest that. And I think across the board, most of America probably feels the same about it.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious that we don't need to be doing.
I would say the general consensus that I'm seeing from the entire nation, both left and right, is let's not be in this war.
Yeah.
We do not need this.
We do not need to be doing this.
The left doesn't like it because it's blowing up brown people. The right doesn't like it because we were promised no new wars.
The left doesn't like it because they don't like Israel, and the people who are like the real people on the right don't want to do this because we don't like Israel either.
Yeah.
And so it's just the politicians.
It's literally the politicians and like
the
boomer Republicans.
Smooth brain MAGA idiots who just have I don't know, sub 50 IQ level where they're just like anything Trump does, like, yeah, Trump good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's some interesting info on this Brian McGinnis guy, and dude, it was so hard trying to pick through like, dude, what is even real about this guy? Because the counter propaganda against this dude like started coming out immediately. Apparently, this dude is married to a Muslim.
I did see that. I said, he's the bad kind of anti-Israel.
And apparently he is running for Senate in North Carolina or South Carolina. And he's like a part of the Green Party.
I'm sure that'll go well for him.
Right. And I didn't know what the Green Party was until I had to go look for it today. I still don't know what it is. It's essentially a faction of the left who is like, their whole thing is like the freaking green stuff, like, what do you call it? Whatever bullcrap, like global warming.
Oh, like the Green New Deal type of crap.
Global warming and social justice is like their tagline. So I'm like, oh, this is just like even more retarded lefties.
Yeah.
So that kind of hurts it a little bit, but like,
this still should not have had his arm snapped by a senator.
No, I mean, you shouldn't be dragged out for saying that you don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you... It's kind of weird because, like, they're saying...
I'm with the race mixer on this one.
The people on the left are like, we don't want to fight for Israel. And if that's all that they want, like, and there's no other deeper context to what they're saying, because there's always, like, there's always a play with all these protests.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just that statement on its face value, I agree with it.
Yeah, I'm with you, dude.
I think most people agree with it.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be dragged out of a thing unless he wasn't supposed to be there and just stood up and just started screaming. Like,
yeah, I mean,
I didn't think that constituted like being dragged out, getting folded over the top of chairs, and then having your arm snap clean in half.
Yeah.
Over.
Right.
But I don't know. Like, if you were in the military, like, what would you do? Like, if you were in the military right now, what would you do? Do they have any options?
Do they not go fight for Israel?
Yeah. Or do they have to?
Well, being that you did sign a contract with the United States military, you basically did sign your life away. You are at the whim of the U.S. government. You must do what you're told, otherwise you get punished. That's how it is. It's a break of contract if you don't do it. So.
Yeah, it sucks. I thought about that. I thought about that too. I was like, if I was in, like, what would I do? Because I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to be a part of this war at all.
Yeah, I mean, you could just get a dishonorable discharge and just never be able to have guns again. Could do that.
Yeah, that sounds like a super gay option.
Yeah.
So
either
what?
You fight for the Jews or you don't get to have guns.
Dude, that's so effed up.
Yeah.
That's so effed up.
That's how it is, though, man.
Yeah, it's so messed up. Can like the entire military just fakes injuries? That would be.
There's enough of them that do that already.
Well, there's a ton that do that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's cool at all, but it would be actually kind of funny if like the entire U.S. military was like, dude, I pulled a hammy, dude. I can't go.
Yeah. I think in the biggest news that kind of relates to this, obviously, that we missed last week, we are now at war with Iran.
We didn't miss it. It just happened an hour after.
It happened after. Yeah.
But the White House posted this clip, and I didn't even think this was real until I saw that it was actually posted.
When was this from?
What?
When was this?
You'll have to click on it. I think it was pretty recently. March 5th, so a couple days ago.
Okay. Wake up, Daddy.
Keep in mind, this is from the White House.
Strength and honor. What will you do without freedom?
Mavericks inbound.
You can't conceive of what I'm capable of.
Finishing this fight.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
I'm here to fight for truth and justice in the American way.
I am the danger.
Time to find out.
Maximum effort. Here it comes.
Flawless victory.
That is.
You know what? I'm gonna go join the military now.
That's amazing.
That was it, dude. That was it. That was actually super awesome. Not gonna lie,
dude. This is like This would go so hard.
That was some grade A Gen Z intern propaganda right there. That was awesome.
The thing is, like, it is weird that it's coming straight out of the White House's Twitter account.
Yeah,
that posted this.
It's because there's a Gen Z intern making this stuff, and
you watch it, and you're like, you have that in the back of your mind, and then you're watching, you're like, dude, this is kind of sick, though.
Yeah, it is.
Our White House is tweeting this out.
That's the point.
It's like, oh, dude, that is kind of sick. And then you get to the end of it, and you realize the context is we are doing this for Israel.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
the only thing that could have made that better is if somebody threw in a FaZe Clan 360 no scope like montage on High Rise.
Mom, get the camera.
If they threw the mom get the camera clip in there, I would have actually joined the military.
Dude, yeah, it's just so interesting. But yeah, I had to throw that in right before we get into all the. So let's get into all the cool stuff, right? This is all the cool
So
stuff.
I think that the coolest thing that has come out of this is the first submarine torpedo kill since World War II. I think that has to be the coolest thing that's happened so far, in my opinion. So we have a video here. I don't know if we could put that full screen. I doubt it.
No.
Okay. So there we go. That is an Iranian frigate. This is footage from the periscope of a submarine launching a Mark 48 torpedo. And you could just see the back of the ship lift so far out of the water with that detonation. Like, just absolutely it blows its back out, dude. And of course, yeah, like hundreds of people on that ship died. I think that's probably the coolest thing about this. Like, just that is just so crazy, dude. That we've got like full on footage of the first submarine kill since World War II. That's wild.
That is pretty crazy. It actually is more crazy that a submarine has not taken out more ships since World War II.
So I immediately text my brother-in-law because he's a nuclear technician on a submarine, and I was like, "Hey, bro, is that you?" And he's like, "Nah." And I'm like, "That would have been cool."
Yeah.
So, on top of the submarine getting that first torpedo kill since World War II, we've also literally annihilated the rest of the Navy. Like, Iran literally does not have a Navy anymore. All of the rest of their Navy vessels are artificial reefs now.
Well, that's the thing, is people like to talk crap about U.S. and U.S. military and what we can and cannot do. And a just friendly reminder, we can argue about why we're doing stuff and what we're doing it for. But when it comes to our
Getting it done?
military power,
It's unmatched.
nobody stands a chance.
I think to be fair though to the Iranians, they only had half of their Navy.
They never
though.
stood a chance.
They only had half of the Navy since the 80s. They never rebuilt.
Regardless.
Yeah, they already had a small one. Yeah.
Regardless.
That was Operation Praying Mantis joke, by the way.
We pretty much annihilated them without any boots on the ground.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It was literally just sending in rockets and stuff.
Days.
Yeah. So,
well, I mean, we could, if you're a small country, we can kidnap your president in 30 minutes. And if you're a slightly larger country, we can turn your entire country into rubble in a matter of days.
So basically what's been happening, it's kind of been broken up into stages is, first we launched the initial volleys with rockets and stuff like that to soften up all the air defenses and whatnot. And then this next clip is kind of an example of once the air defenses are kind of broken through, then we can send in the bombers that, typically would need air defenses done away with so that they could get through. But here we got bombers absolutely obliterating buildings in Tehran, government buildings.
I do like Mr. Guns and Gears caption on this. Avoid standing near or walking by government buildings if you live in Tehran.
Accordingly. He always says accordingly.
He always has accordingly at the end.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was a little bombing run there. Always very cool to see. We've whipped out the B-2s and the B-1 bombers, and I've heard that the this B-17s might be making a guest appearance for the 100th year in a row.
Dude.
The B-17 is never gonna die, dude. No. It is the greatest airframe ever built.
Dude, it's
awesome.
I can't believe it's still going.
It's still going, dude.
It is sick though.
So yeah, that's Tehran is, yeah, like Mr. Gunzinger said, just stay safe out there. Here's another video. This is Iran just kind of like appears to just be like launching stuff at random out of like desperation, I guess. I don't know.
I
Like
mean,
they're just hitting civilian buildings for whatever reason. Here's a video from Bahrain. Yeah, just blowing up apartment buildings in our ally nations for fun. They did the same thing in Dubai a couple of times. Yeah, hopefully there was nobody in that building, or at least not in that blast radius. I'm guessing that might have been the case, but who knows? But yeah.
Yeah, if there was no sort of warning whatsoever, there's people on 3 instant death.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
If not more.
Yeah, so that's just one video. I mean, there's literally been like a dozen videos of drones hitting and missiles hitting like civilian buildings, like apartments and hotels and shopping centers and stuff like that. From all over there.
So I saw a bunch of like, I don't know if this was just propaganda, and this is hard to tell like what is real and what is not on the internet these days. Is like I saw a bunch of stuff about Israel, like Tel Aviv getting bombed, and like, was any of that like actually like the case, or?
I'm sure a few probably did. I didn't see a whole lot getting through, but it does make sense with the large amount of rockets that Iran sent at Israel that a few would get through. I mean, there is only so much that, you know, the Patriot system can handle. I mean, if you're throwing in a bunch of drones, rockets, and stuff like that into the nation, like there's bound to be one that sneaks through, you know? So it's possible. I don't know. The video of the Jew scurrying past with his
Dude, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my whole life.
Can we find that?
Dude, that when I saw that,
I
literally
laughed so hard when I saw that video.
It was the funniest thing.
I have to find it. Luke, you can keep you don't have to play the next one. You can play the F-15 one.
No, because I want to clown on you for that, but we can play the bro, that's my truck. This didn't happen currently.
This happened last year.
But it's still super funny.
It is quite funny.
You have to back it up.
You have to back it up.
Facebook.
That's my fucking truck.
This is the mentality of these young men over in the Middle East. They're just dude, that's my truck. Like, doesn't care there's like danger around. It's just like, bro, that was my truck.
No, you could just hear the bomb coming in, the missile coming in, and then the just deadpan straight to this guy being like, that's my truck. Play it again. It's so funny.
That's my fucking truck.
It's so good. But we should say there's already been a couple U.S. servicemen lives have been lost.
6 at this point.
6 at this point, and the really sad response from Trump is like, yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Which is really aggravating, but yeah. Pray for your military members and your family and your communities, and hopefully we get this whatever we're doing, get that done fast, so we don't lose any more lives for not our country. You find it?
No, I can't find it.
Okay, we'll get into the F-15s then.
So allegedly, 3 F-15s have been shot down by.
Not allegedly. This did happen.
Yes, by Kuwaiti F-18s.
So it was 3 U.S. F-15s got shot out of the air by a single F-18.
Yeah, Kuwaiti, our allies.
Our allies in Kuwait shot down 3 of our F-15s.
This video is trash. I got a better angle of it, but just so we can see. So there it is falling from the sky. Very clearly stalled out. Just doing a flat spin here.
And luckily, all the pilots
survived and have been recovered.
Survived. Yeah, they hit the eject button. But we did lose like
$100 million in jets.
Oh, it's got to be more than that. It's got to be more than that, right? It's probably $100 million per jet.
No. So this is a video of one of the pilots being picked up by a Kuwaiti civilian.
You need something to help you? No problem, you're safe. You're safe, you're safe. Everything good?
That's the last thing a woman wants to hear.
Thank you for helping us. Everything perfect?
Look at her, she's just smiling like she didn't just get shot out of the air by another jet.
By the same people who are picking her up on the beach right now.
Yeah.
Can you
crazy.
imagine, like, being a pilot, you know, you get shot down, you hit, you know, the eject.
Mhm.
While you're floating there, you got to be thinking in your head, I'm going to land, and they're just going to, you know, be able to do with me what they will. I'm not really going to be able to defend myself in a foreign country. But
Well,
then,
they carry rifles.
right, but you got to, you know, like,
Isn't
you're,
there,
you're
like-
kinda
They are
stranded.
also our allies.
Right.
Like that's the weird thing is like, isn't there like SEER training? Like
Yes.
what? Like isn't she supposed to be like doing something like hiding right now?
I don't know.
Like you would think.
I mean, maybe, but if she knows that she's in friendly territory, maybe finding somebody might be a.
But
smart
that's the
move.
thing though. She just got shot down in friendly territory. So like my mind would instantly go to well, now I'm hiding for sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right, but what I'm saying is, like, the mentality is, like, you're going down, you're landing, and the next thing you know, all of a sudden, everyone's running up to you, like, how can I help you? How can I help you?
Yeah.
You know, just that.
And of course
quick
it
switch.
dude, it's just so tragic how it was just a woman pilot too.
Well, there was a male pilot.
Yeah.
The
He's-
male pilot.
he-
The male pilot did not get the good treatment like she did. He almost got beat to death with a crowbar.
What?
You didn't see that video?
Uh-uh.
Well, the people he landed in the ghetto, and they were not happy with him. They almost beat him to death with a crowbar before he was able to express, "Hey, I'm an American."
Yeah, they thought he was.
They thought he was an Iranian jet pilot. They're like, "Oh, a jet shot down. He must be Iranian because we watched our jet shoot him down." And so they were like literally like about to beat him to death with a crowbar until he was able to like calm them down and have them realize that he was actually an American.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That's just a different footage of the other one, but
Yeah.
oh, the next one.
But I wanted to talk about this too because you're a F-15, bro. That's like your plane. Like I feel like every dude has a plane.
My plane is the F4 Phantom, unfortunately, and the
Wait,
F-22 Raptor.
You're so full of it, bro.
No,
You've
the
always,
F4 Phantom.
You always have been
has
like
always been my favorite plane.
I know
literally
that,
ever.
but you've
It's always
always
been the F4 Phantom.
It's always been the F4 Phantom, but he's always like, dude, the F-15 is the best jet ever.
It's cool.
You always
and it's
talk
fast,
about it.
and we have shot satellites down from in space with it.
Well,
it's cool.
I just thought,
Is it the best plane ever? No,
you once told me,
but
that
it is super fast and awesome.
You once told me that F-15 would win in a dogfight against F-22.
That is absolutely crazy talk. You have to be high right now,
Dude.
No,
I bet you I could find it in the group chat.
Okay. Bet.
Luke.
There's no way I would have ever said something so crazy as the F-15 would win in a dogfight against an F-22.
Dude, you did tell me
The
that.
F-15 is not a dogfighting plane.
I remember you telling me that somewhere.
It's a bomber.
And I didn't look at you the same ever since.
That's because I didn't say it.
I thought less of you.
That's
ever
crazy.
Since then. Yeah.
That's actually crazy talk. This next video is actually quite fun. Quite a big explosion. So this is allegedly an Iranian ammo depot getting bombed, and the blast from this thing is pretty cool. Look how far away that is, and look how big that cloud is, bro. Holy crap. Unfortunately, we don't get to see the initial detonation, but I mean, that is a big cloud, dude.
That's a big cloud.
Look at that, dude. Holy crap.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's some wildness. Like, dude, what is that? Like a 20-story building right there, or something, or like I don't know, 15-story building.
Way taller than that, dude.
And then like, look at how big the cloud is, dude.
Oh, you're talking about the actual building.
Yeah, I'm talking about the building
I
there.
thought you were talking about the size of the
No,
cloud.
look,
no,
that's
dude.
like a 15-story building, and then the cloud of smoke and ash from there.
Oh.
And then the next video is, I don't know if this is the same explosion. I don't think so. I couldn't get any confirmation on it, but this is what this guy says is the most interesting thing about this. He's just casually watching this hillside get absolutely blown up, and he's like, "Bro, I've only seen this in like Call of Duty." That's the first thing I think of too.
Bro lives on a Call of Duty map.
Yeah, that's fair. He's living in Afghan. He's playing Afghan IRL. That's all the clips from the war that I had. Those were just some of the more interesting ones that I found.
So what are your general feelings on the war?
My general feelings on the war are basically I don't want to fight on behalf of Israel. If this was purely for American interests, which it's not, but if it was, then I would probably feel a little bit differently. Because I just typically don't care about the Middle East in general. But because we do have an incentive to enrich Israel and fight their wars for them, yeah, I'm out like instantly. Like I don't think that the sacrifice of the 6 soldiers so far for the nation of Israel has been worth it, if I'm being real.
Yeah,
I think that those 6 soldiers are infinitely more valuable to our nation than some stupid country on the other side of the planet that we're allegedly allied with.
Yeah, we essentially get nothing from this.
We literally get nothing from this, but we lose everything and our soldiers.
Yeah, we lose the lives of our soldiers. We are depleting our munition supply.
Yeah, so for that reason, I'm out. But war footage is cool. I mean, watching our Navy like blow up every single boat Iran has is cool. Blowing up like basically all of their government officials, kind of funny that we're able to just like pinpoint where they're going to be at all times and just blow them up whenever they decide to go somewhere. Kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the biggest takeaway from the war is that, in my mind, Christianity is just superior. I mean, we have Muslims versus the Jews, and then America is the one that's doing all the work.
Mhm.
And that's just, for Christianity, at least.
So actually, tying into that point, I was watching Kingdom of Heaven earlier. Have you seen that movie? Kingdom of Heaven? It's a movie from 2005. It's, the one with oh, what's his name? The guy that yeah, that one. Yeah, with Liam Neeson, Orlando Bloom.
I've seen clips, but I do want to.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody has seen like some kind of like hard-based
like,
Christianity
literally
edit.
everywhere.
Yeah. So, this movie, and in this movie, it's Christianity, fighting in the Crusades against Muslims and stuff like that. So like you're saying, it's basically this, but in modern times.
Yeah. Luke, do you have any thoughts about the war?
No, like you guys are saying, it's like I think that America has enough problems of its own to really be worrying about anything else.
Agreed.
There's so much stuff going on here at home. There's so many people that need help here. I think that's where we need to be spending our resources.
Luke, Iran was going to have a nuke in 2 weeks.
I mean,
I could say that with a straight face, dude.
We do have plenty of allies over in the area that are capable of handling that situation, if that were true. I don't think America necessarily needs to. Now, if it was like World War III, yeah, then maybe, but...
Okay, are we... But, yeah, I mean, my whole thing... Are we supposed to be worried about Iran having a nuke? Why would the American people be worried about Iran having a nuke?
Yeah, I mean...
We wouldn't.
No.
Is the American government truly...
Unless they want to like commit like global jihad by like blowing up the entire planet, but then that just kind of defeats the whole purpose of doing that, because then they don't get to live at all.
But we would have countermeasures for that. Like, we have countermeasures for...
Yeah. No, and that's with all nuclear powers. I mean, like, there's no nuclear power that exists right now that would be dumb enough to use them because other nations have them. So that's it. Like, the mutually assured destruction it does hold true. I mean, like, why would you launch a nuke at somebody if they could also annihilate you completely too? What would be the point?
I guess out of all the groups
You
that...
gotta remember the suicide bomb.
Unless you were like absolutely like suicidal and you just wanted the whole planet to just be non-existent anymore, I guess.
Which I will say, out of any group that would do that, it would be the Muslims.
It would be the
Muslims. So if that's your argument, I'll get on board. But then my counter argument is going to be, then why are we taking all the refugees then into our country?
Suicidal empathy.
Now make that make sense, because it doesn't.
Can't.
So, like, the whole thing is America loses.
Yeah, we lose regardless.
We lose. This is there's no win for America or American people by doing this war.
No.
It's pointless to be in it. And on top of that, we've paid Israel $350 trillion for their defense budget. And with all that money, why aren't they defending their own country, right?
I don't know, Bo, because they're so weak and feeble, and they just like can't possibly, afford to fight their own wars on their own.
Meanwhile, they have free healthcare, free like benefits, like it's a breeze to live there if you're in Israel and you're Jewish, and you get
don't ask how their slave workers are treated.
But the money we send over there, it doesn't go to that, but it goes to their defense. Okay, so all the money that they could be spending on their defense is going towards that, like, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stupid and dumb, and this is also, you have to remember, they still haven't released all the Epstein files, and that's something that you can't forget, that those are still out there.
True.
So let's try to focus on that.
War
I
footage
guess.
is kind of cool, though. It is kind of cool to see
cool-
just kind of what we're capable of.
It's cool to watch the boys go to work, but
Yeah, I mean they are professionals. That's the thing about America is that we do have a professional military. Like there's not like conscripts or anything like that. Like you're seeing over in Russia and Ukraine and stuff like that. Like they're just throwing random bodies that don't want to be there at each other. Versus, you have a professional volunteer fighting force with the U.S. that is there to do the job. They're about it. And
Dude,
they're good at what they do.
I wonder what that would look like though if we did go boots on the ground. Just because with this war, I feel like it is different to wars in the past where like there's not that like defined, this is the bad guy, this is why we're doing it type of thing. With other wars, like with World War II, like
Well,
there
it'd
was
just be GWAT 2.0.
there's an obvious bad guy, but I'm saying like even in GWAT, like there was like, okay, they're over here, and like there's an obvious other side. Where like this war, there's so much information, and like the public knows so much now with the internet these days. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like most of the soldiers are probably gonna know why they're there, and they're gonna know that it's not for America and it's not to protect America. I wonder how that would change things for boots on the ground, or if it doesn't matter once you're in the trenches, you're in the trenches.
I think that's kind of it. I mean, I've talked to plenty of dudes that have been like, yeah, it's like you kind of just do the job. Like you're there, you sign up and you're there to do the job. That's why you signed your name on the dotted line. You're there for your boys. You're not. That's the biggest thing with a lot of soldiers is you're there once you're in. It's for the boys. It's to keep your boys healthy and alive, and it's not like whatever politics is going on behind the scenes doesn't matter. You're trying to get your guys out alive and be there for them, because the people to the left and right of you are what matter, and getting them out is the most important. So if that means doing stuff that you don't want to do, so be it. That's kind of the vibe I get.
Well, yeah, I mean that totally makes sense to me. I'm just more or less like curious on like, what do you think, like the psychological,
the after effects probably like
make it worse, because like if you, I mean, in war, bad things happen, American lives are lost. You watch your buddy die, and then you have to go back home, and it's like, all for what,
Yeah, exactly. And I think that we've been experiencing that for a long time after GWAT. A lot of soldiers coming home and are like, what was I even there for? What did my friends die for?
Yeah,
So-
and then on top of that, the way the government treats our veterans once they get home, they're just kind of like,
Tossed to the side.
Yeah, dude.
They're used as a talking point to win elections and stuff like that. Like, oh, we care for our veterans, whatever. And it's like, no, you don't.
Meanwhile, the health care that they get when they come home is like,
awful.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're messed up. Why don't you just eat your Glock, basically?
Yeah, right.
It's horrible, but yeah.
Let us know what you guys think about this war in Iran.
I'm sure you're all big fans of it if you're watching this show.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Oh.
What?
I was trying to think of like a positive way to end.
Yeah, I know it is. We did kind of leave off on a bad note. Name your favorite fighter jet, or actually, just name your favorite military plane. Doesn't have to be a U.S. plane, but the U.S. planes are, of course, the coolest.
Luke, what's yours?
My favorite plane?
Yeah, what kind of plane, bro, are you?
Dude, I love bombers. The
Which
B2.
one? B2?
B2
is pretty cool.
No, I'm a F-22, bro.
F-22 is pretty baller.
Oh, I did find the conversation talking about that.
Did you find it?
F-22 versus the F-15.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. You were talking about doing a game in a...
Who, me?
No, I was talking about DCS World?
Yeah. And you were talking about doing a game where it was basically the F-22 versus everyone else in F-15s.
Mm-hmm.
And Mitchell was saying the F-15 is the fastest plane in the world, so even though the F-22 is more advanced, it wouldn't be able to keep up. That's what he said.
So I didn't say it would just win in a dogfight, because dogfight also implies that, like, you know, you're doing maneuvers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
I'm saying that the F-15 would outrun the F-22, because it would.
We're talking about doing a. I don't know if any of you guys out there have played the game Night Wolf. It was a game we played growing up, but like
I'm sure everybody's got a different name for it, but I feel like everybody's played that game.
yeah, where you got to go find one person's hiding and the rest of the group is looking for the one person, and then it's like essentially when you find the person that's hiding, it's like a game of tag essentially.
Yeah, the person that's hiding now has to go tag people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the whole this was back when I was like getting into DCS for a little bit there. I wanted to get all the boys into DCS and like stream it where we played like Night Wolf with one person at F-22 just like hiding and just like dropping everyone else out of the air, but that's a whole different set.
Yeah, his exact quote was, "What if we played Night Wolf in DCS world and whoever is the Night Wolf is just an F-22 and everyone else is in the F-15s?" Mitchell said F-15 is the fastest fighter jet on Earth, so even though the 22 is more advanced, it'd be hard to keep up. The Air Force was like, "We want a rocket ship that can shoot missiles," and that's the F-15.
Yeah, my whole idea
So not
was is like
necess-
you
yeah,
wouldn't be
you
able
Bro,
exaggerated a little
totally.
bit.
He totally misrepresented me.
That's the way I took it.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the way
not
I,
what
that's the
happened,
way I
though.
interpret it.
Fake news.
Anyway.
Fake news.
Anyway, my whole idea behind that was like the F-22 would just be able to like hide. And you
Yeah,
probably
I don't know.
you
Does the
probably
radar
wouldn't be
signature work like it does in real life?
in DCS.
Yeah, like is F-22 like a stealth plane? Like, do you just not show up on the radar and
Yes,
DCS?
Yeah,
Okay.
dude, I've played it and I've literally you can creep up like right behind people.
Cool.
And they like don't know you're there until
So your favorite is B2,
B2.
F-22. I'm sticking with that 4 Phantom. That 4 Phantom's so cool.
F-35s are pretty sick too.
Yeah, I think out of the modern jets, though, the F-22 is my favorite.
Oh yeah.
I got to see one at EAA a couple years ago, like pretty close actually. It was so sweet.
Dude,
It's
I
so
want to
cool.
take my son to that because he was.
Oh, dude, it's a blast. It's such a blast. Yeah. So you there in the comments, what's your favorite aircraft? Also, what's your favorite type of naval ship? Is it a submarine that blows up Iranian Navy frigates?
Let us know if you would trade your Staccato for a Sig 211, and if that's a cool move or not.
Yeah.
And do we have any actual
Closing thoughts?
closing thoughts here,
No, I have no thoughts in my brain.
Luke?
Take this whole news as a lesson. America is trying to be the caregiver of the world, and that is causing them to kind of put their own people to the sideline. Apply that to your own life. Realize that you have an immediate community, you have a family. Take care of them first.
Yeah.
Before you try to start helping other people.
Yeah.
Based.
Good words. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for checking us out.
I
If
also
you
don't
could-
have any closing thoughts either. I have no thoughts in my brain. Thanks, Mitchell.
You're welcome. You've ruined my outro. Thanks for being here.
I had one
Don't
more
forget
thing.
to like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Gosh, dude.
Follow us on Instagram.
This is so chopped.
Follow us on Instagram. We're also trying to ruin our outros as much as we ruin our intros.
Yeah, right. This is going to be unlistenable.
Yeah, so follow us on Instagram. We're on Rumble. We're getting those uploaded. So yeah, be on the lookout for that in the future. And be on the lookout for some interviews. that we're trying to get locked up, and also we are going to look into live streaming because I hate editing, and yeah, so be on the lookout for that. We're gonna probably start a Discord here soon. Start a little community so we can all talk crap to each other and play video games with each other and
Sick.
send memes back and forth, all that stuff. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. So yeah, thank you for listening to our unhinged thoughts for about 2 hours now. So
Thank you guys so much for being here. We'll see you next week.